Vault Veritas. SCP Files. Episode 71. Exit Strategy. Hey, River. I hope this reaches you safely. I should let you know that I did spy on you. I know you hate when I do that, but honestly, you left me no choice. You ended your last check-in walking away with an anomaly towards a death trap of a ride. And you didn't exactly date your reports. How was I supposed to know that that was after we'd pacified Wondertainment Land? I needed to know you were alive. That's a terrible apology. But you understand, I'm sure. Sorry. I'm just tired. Everyone's on my case all the time. So I kept a recorder running in my pocket for a whole day, and I'm passing the tape along to you. Just looking for someone to commiserate with, I guess. I know you know what it's like, having everyone against you. Now that Squid's pacified, I'm planning to head to England. Even with the nut deer running rampant, it has to be calmer than here. At least fewer people will be breathing down my neck. If you can stop by in person over there, it'd be good to catch up directly. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Niall, we need to talk.
Oh, goody.
You've been avoiding me.
Can't imagine why. Chatting with you is always such a joy.
I need a straight answer.
Fine, here's my answer. I don't like talking to you, and I have better things to do. Good day.
Don't turn your back on me.
Is that an order?
Yes.
Interesting. Very well, I'll humor you. Let's see. You're holding me from my duties with the door squid to demand to know why your department's cameras are malfunctioning?
Twist my words again, and you'll regret it. The cameras are not malfunctioning. I reviewed every second of the footage from the raid. It checks out, follows your story just as you spun it. But when you look beyond that, in the days since, and extend that back to look at the days before, there are entire stretches where you don't exist on the tapes.
I have a life outside this site. Occasionally, I even go live it.
These aren't off hours, and you don't leave the site. You round a corner on one feed, and you're gone on the next.
Then fix your cameras, if it worries you so much.
If it were the cameras, it would happen to everyone, but it doesn't. It's only you.
Then perhaps the universe just doesn't like you, Seth.
I knew that already. Where do you go? And how do you do that? And how are you affecting the cameras?
I don't leave the site. I'm not doing anything except working my fingers to the bone to figure out what the hell is up with the door squid. And, once again, need I remind you, the cameras can only be accessed by the security department.
Who'd you pay off in my department? Who's working for you?
And now we're throwing around baseless accusations.
Not baseless. You're hiding something. And if I have to tear this site apart brick by brick to prove it, I will.
Of course you will. You're nothing if not destructive.
Don't test me, Niall. You think you're clever, tiptoeing past the cameras, whispering in Miranda's ear. But this site is mine to guard. Mine. And if you ever put it at risk, if you ever put the people inside it at risk, I'll come for you first.
Touching. A real knight in shining armor.
It doesn't need to shine. Armor isn't for show. It's for war. Remember that.
Scott? What are you doing wandering around outside the office?
What? Am I supposed to stay in there 24/7? Weird things have been happening in that room. Honestly, I've been looking for an excuse to not be in there. And I was looking for you.
Scott, I still don't have any answers for you.
I get that you're scared of Miranda. I do. She is terrifying. But that's exactly why I can't just dig through her things. If she caught me, she wouldn't hesitate to terminate me. But you have weight here, Niall.
Less than I'd like these days. Seems everyone's on my case and things are unraveling.
I know you have power here, Niall. You can't hide that. You could talk your way out of anything. Please, Niall. We could go down to the tunnels and...
Not here. The cameras.
Okay. We could go somewhere private. Just you and me. Nobody watching, nobody recording. We could speak freely.
That's not how the game works, Scott. Information isn't clean. The moment we touch it, it touches us back. If you vanish with me and return with different questions in your eyes, a different view of the world, more doubts in your voice, people will notice. She will notice.
And if it's traced back to you, I have no doubt you'd find a way out of it. You always do.
And where does that leave Mary? We've talked about this. You and I can dodge and weave until we're blue in the face, but Mary's the one who will stand trustingly out in the open and then get crushed when the reckoning comes, Colin.
Then what are we supposed to do? Just sit there and let her pull the strings?
I am protecting you. Both of you. By not playing her game on her board. You think I'm leaving you in the dark, but I promise you, I promise, I'm standing between you and her every single day.
Then let me stand with you. Please, Niall. Let me in on what's going on. I can help. Whatever it is you're doing here, however you're acting against her, you need an ally. Someone who knows what's going on.
Brave words. But bravery isn't the currency here at the Foundation. Subtlety and care? That is. If you learn what's going on, you'll want to charge in. And when you do, she will gut you before you even take your first step. Don't give her the satisfaction.
Then what am I supposed to do? Just sit and wait and let myself be walked all over?
Hardly. Watch. Listen. Pretend you know nothing. And when she overreaches, and she will, out of hubris, that's when you can strike and find what you're after.
I don't have to pretend, though. I do know nothing. And Miranda never missteps.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. She's only human.
Sometimes it feels like she's part machine with her emphasis on efficiency.
Look, I know you want answers, and I understand. I would too if I were in your shoes. But she's the one keeping you here, not me. When we're under fire, the last thing we want to do is pull our own friends and allies into the bullets. Remember that, Scott. I do have your back, every day. But I need you to have mine as well. You cannot ask me this again.
Niall.
Enough. We've talked long enough. The longer we linger, the more suspicious it looks. You do trust me, right?
Yes, Niall.
So, this is where you're hiding today.
I'm not hiding, Mary. I just needed a little space from the so-called hustle and bustle.
You're sitting in the safe closet, surrounded by lockers, gathering dust in the dark. You don't call this hiding?
There are quieter corners in this site, and you know it. I can disappear at will, but I chose a space you'd be able to find. I didn't want anyone else to.
You're glad I found you?
Is that a serious question?
You know what I'm gonna ask.
Don't. Please. Not again.
We have to. Avoiding it won't make it go away.
Shouldn't it, though? I've told you it isn't something I want to discuss. Why can't we just have peace? Why can't we sit together in a quiet room and work? I can help you analyze the squid's new behavior patterns. You can help me finish up the O4 reports. After work, we could drive down to that little cafe, split a panini, wander the park. You could come by. I'll even cook. Badly, but I'm learning. I've been looking up recipes I think you might like. We'll eat, we'll watch a movie. We'll be normal. Isn't that more peaceful than circling the same old argument again?
Temporarily, yes. And you know I'd be content with just doing that with you forever. If forever were promised here. But it's not. There will be another raid. The Serpent's Hand this time. Or Aki, or something even worse. Figures from Anarch creeping through our corridors. Or heavily outfitted soldiers marching through. Maybe a full-on containment breach. Maybe the Foundation itself in its own subtler ways, if we see too much and no longer prove useful.
It's always been dangerous. That's the job we've both taken. We've lived with it our whole lives. I was born into this. You've been here since you were barely grown. Why change course now?
Because now I have something worth looking after.
We've been together for years. That's hardly new.
And every year you sink deeper into whatever this is. Warehouse attack, the insurgency cell calling you out, and you rising to the taunt, the raid where their leader nearly killed me just to get to you. It's already beyond control. We just need to stop it before it swallows us both, whole and without mercy.
And if it already has? If I'm already in too deep?
Then this is me offering you a hand. Let me pull you back. Let's just leave it all. Leave them. Let's just go. We can still quit and walk away.
You know I want that. More than anything. But I can't. Not yet. There's a project here. Something I can't abandon. Not now. Not this close to completion.
What project?
It
Doesn't matter. We both walk away from it. Together. If you need to lean on me on the way out, then do so. I'll always support you.
If it were only a choice for me, maybe. If it were only my neck, or even if it were only ours together. But it isn't. You have to believe me when I say the risk is too great. Greater than either of us, or even both of us together. But my project doesn't have to be your sentence. Leave this place, Mary. Save yourself. Don't let them drag you down with me. I'll still meet with you out there. We can still walk together. We can still have our life. With you on the outside, and me here.
No. I won't leave you here to drown alone.
You're too good for me, you know that. Don't answer it. We both know it's true. And that's the one thing I'll never argue with you about.
This conversation isn't over, Niall. I'm not going to just accept you hurting yourself in this way. We will revisit this.
I know, Mary. I know. I've been reflecting on what you said, and you're right.
I always am. Are you packed?
Not yet. This was a recent decision.
And what miracle made you change your mind?
Let's call it duty. The Not Deer have nearly torn Site 44 to pieces. If that site falls, we lose one of our strongest footholds in England. I can't sit here and let that happen.
Oh, how noble. And now, the truth?
It's getting crowded here.
Good. Crowded means more accountability. I was beginning to wonder if you'd let all of England fall prey to your little mistake.
The Not Deer are hardly mine to contain anymore. I left that site years ago, and they've done just fine up until now. And yet here I am, being dragged back in.
If you want sympathy, you'll find it elsewhere. I will book your flight, first thing tomorrow morning.
Very well. The door squeed is stable for now. Don't provoke it, and keep Scott away from it.
I don't need your instructions. I know how to run my department.
Charming as ever. That's my grand send-off.
You wanted peace, didn't you? Consider this your chance to have it in abundance. Stay away as long as you like.
Yes, peace. That would be nice.
While you're off chasing peace, I will keep the site running. Without you.
Of course you will. Always a pleasure, Miranda.
Just get on the plane.
Vault Veritas SCP Files is a podcast inspired by the SCP Foundation. Exit Strategy is based on the SCP Foundation from the SCP Wiki located at scpwiki.com. It is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike 3.0 unported license. This episode featured D.R. Thompson as Niall Connors, Matthew Findison as Seth Orson, Justin Gelner as Scott Anderson, Cody W. as Meriwether Parker, and Mintaka Angel as Miranda Sterling. It was written and edited by Leola Angel. We welcome comments. Please rate and review us. Email us at vaultveritas@gmail.com. Join our Discord channel using the link in the episode description. Or for additional content, visit our Patreon. Thanks for listening.